right, sellers, let's have a chat about what is happening. So one of the things that is happening is we're having to negotiate some. Now, one of the things that sellers like to tell me whenever I'm at their house is, I'm not paying any closing costs. Listen, you might want to consider that, because closing costs have always typically kind of been back and forth, because you have to understand some of those closing costs are shared by you and the buyer. If you think about it, when you go to closing, there's a closing attorney there who's preparing the deed that you sign in order to transfer the property. There's the closing attorney there that's going to get your payoff so that we pay off your mortgage. A lot of that fee might be what we would call 50-50. So maybe we want to talk about helping out with closing costs some, especially as interest rates have gone up, because those closing costs can be used to help buy down the rate for the buyer. And sometimes paying a little bit in closing costs is a whole lot better than hanging on and paying your mortgage month after month. Because really, if you look at how much you're paying in interest per month, a lot of times that's less than they're asking you to pay in closing costs. So let's kind of think about negotiating that. Same thing, we're starting to see people ask for some repairs, for some home warranties. Don't just say no. I want you to think about what your goal is. Is your goal to move? If your goal is to move, we're going to have to go back to negotiating. Now, I know your bottom dollar is very important, and trust me, it's very important to me. But a lot of times we can get to that number and still negotiate with the buyers. So take a deep breath and think, how can I make this work for myself as quickly as possible?